I can understand people thinking twice about coming to Sunday celebrations of the Eucharist or giving it a miss altogether. Being there can make you decidedly uncomfortable. Today in the Gospel is a case in point, with our Lord continuing the Sermon on the Mount, the life program, as it were, of his followers, as the 10 Commandments of Moses from his mountain was for his people. Worrying about clothing, food and drink is the concern of a pagan. Let me repeat that. Worrying about clothing, food and drink is the concern of a pagan, not of a believer who trusts that God is always aware of everything you need. The divine will is ultimately what maintains us in existence. If God forgot us for a nanosecond, we wouldn't die. We would cease to exist altogether. Now, Jesus throws the cold water of the pagan label at us, not so that we will give in and say, oh, well, I shall be a pagan. I have to worry. I would be irresponsible not worrying. Jesus wants us to refocus and reorient. Worrying is a non-productive activity, non-productive of good, that is. We can't extend our span of life by worrying. Simple clothing is sufficient rather than grand. Simple food, likewise. Each of us only has to focus on what is right here before us, not on what might befall us in the future. Each day we have 16 or so hours to do good and avoid evil. One day. The rest of the time you're asleep. This is what we give our energies to. God sees us like a baby being nursed. The baby's world is being fed, toileted, bathed and cuddled, completely unaware of all the attention. Jesus is saying to us, refocus on that. You are more constantly cared for than the baby is. Rejoice in that care, love and attention. Reject non-productive worry and use the richness in which you are immersed to serve others selflessly with all the gifts that God has blessed you with.